on 3TV.
Good morning. I'm George Dean, President and CEO of the Greater Phoenix Urban League, a leading provider of human services in the Valley, and you are watching Urban Connections. For those of you who might be tuning in for the first time, you need to know that Urban Connections came about through an agreement with Channel 3 and the Greater Phoenix Urban League that we would bring you a program at least once each month to talk about various issues, situations, concerns, conditions, and so forth that are taking place not only here locally, but statewide and indeed nationwide. And today I'm very pleased that we're going to be talking about something that is very near and dear to the overwhelming majority of us, and that's children. Children, and especially at the Greater Phoenix Urban League, where we have a Head Start program for some almost 800 children. And they're getting ready to go back to school. This is the first Sunday in August, and some will be starting school tomorrow, Monday, if you will. And I'm going to be talking about that. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
When you think of Miami, you think of, rich, glamour, but 5 miles away from the beach, there's people who've never seen the beach. I was confused why somebody was in this situation, especially in America. So when I started Joshua's Heart Foundation, it was a key thing to be able to engage youth in the foundation, to help them participate. I think passing on the torch and lighting a new flame in another person to do good is probably one of the bigger missions that I have. So we are each making a bigger difference. That's it, just giving back and producing love for everybody.
Arizona's family has always gone the extra mile. Monday, August 12th, we're going the extra hour for you. Good Morning Arizona expands to 11 a.m.
I want to say Good Morning Arizona here.
Extra time for stories that impact,
It gives you a better perspective.
inspire, connect, keeping the conversation going, and extra attention to the people and places that make our desert extra special. The new expanded Good Morning Arizona.
Because an hour can make all the difference in your day.
We're taking this show on the road.
It is Field Trip Friday.
Like only Good Morning Arizona can.
This apple pie is amazing.
It's Field Trip Friday, sponsored by Sanderson Ford.
What an amazing 3TV Field Trip Friday.
Taking you to the places. This is the photo people come from around the world to take. Meeting the people that make our state one amazing place to call home.
And come out and see the Sanderson Ford Swag Wagon.
Giving away free stuff.
Field Trip Friday, sponsored by Sanderson Ford, and only on 3TV.
Welcome back. George Dean, President and CEO of the Greater Phoenix Urban League, talking this morning with Ms. Natalie Alvarez, the Chief Operating Officer for the Greater Phoenix Urban League, as well as the Director of our Head Start program. And Natalie, let me say, first of all, welcome again to Urban Connections.
Good morning.
And let's talk about the children. I said in the opening that school is going to be starting tomorrow for some children and so forth. So what's the situation with our Head Start children?
So yes, school is starting across our valley. It started last week, this week, and the following week. So you're going to see the traffic is going to start filling up. But yes, our children are starting, and they are ready. Like you said, we have over 800 children that are starting in our program, and this is our preschool.
Okay.
But one of the things I can tell for all of our parents and our viewers out there is get your children ready for school. Help them be successful. Start looking at where in your home are you having your designated areas for homework.
Okay. Okay.
Reading. Make sure your children are reading every day. You're reading to your children every day. Those third grade reading scores in Arizona, when we're looking at the stats, under 7% of our children are reading at school grade level in third grade.
Wow. Under 7%?
Under 7%.
That's
And we're always
That's
talking.
criminal.
It is, and we're always talking about, regardless of your zip code, every child needs to be successful in school.
Absolutely.
And it starts at home, it starts in the schools, it starts with admin, it starts with our politicians of making sure that happens.
You know, I was reading that 1 in 4 of Arizona children live below the poverty line. That's a startling number.
Yes, and it greatly affects their schooling. You know, we're looking at school, and are we set up to make sure that every student is successful?
Okay.
So not only academically, what are we doing socially to make sure that those children are ready to learn once they enter our school systems?
Yeah, because studies are also showing that poverty's impact on a child performance in school, where they're less likely to even get to Head Start, if you will. I
Correct.
mean, in our program, we got 800 kids, but how many others are not there because of lack of funding and so forth?
Lack of funding, we're not serving as many children are eligible for Head Start or any preschool in Arizona.
Okay, so we don't have preschool, and that means when they get to kindergarten, they don't have the necessary skills.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the skills for a moment, if you will. What are the skills that we do for the kids in our preschool program?
Well, we're doing school readiness for our children, making sure that Head Start is very comprehensive, so we're making sure that they have their physicals in place. They've gone to the dentist.
Okay.
They have their nutrition needs met. We have breakfast, lunch, and snacks for our children. We're looking to make sure that they are learning through their play.
Now, do we offer them dental help? I mean, how does that work? Is there an organization that does those
The majority of our
kind of
children,
things, and immunization and so forth?
yes, so
is
the
another
majority of
big
our
thing.
children are low-income children, so they do qualify for access and subsidies. If they do not have a medical home, we will use our resources to make sure that they get the care they need while they're in our program.
Okay, okay, but to get enrolled, do they have to have so many shots and so forth?
Oh, yes, yes.
and so forth?
Our preschool-age children have to go through all their immunizations before they can enter our program. And if they have not done so, we'll work very diligently to make sure that they do get there.
That they do have that.
That they
and
do
so
have them,
forth, okay.
yes.
But in terms of the skills they're going to learn, now take them from they're physically fit to go to school.
Yes, so now we got the physical
So,
piece. Now
yeah.
let's work on academics.
Okay.
So we're set up in our environments to make sure they're learning through play, they're learning their socializations. We're looking at that school readiness goals for all of our children, and literacy is a big part of that. That literacy and the vocabulary of children is crucial to get them school ready. That's going to be the foundation for their
Okay.
math, their social, their language, everything is getting those pre-reading skills down and making sure they're equipped for that.
Should a child be able to read in the 3rd grade?
By 3rd grade, yes, definitely by 3rd grade.
Not by 3rd grade, but by the 3 years of
Oh,
age,
yes,
I should
by
say.
3 years of age. Yeah,
By 3 years of age.
It's that pre-reading, yes. They should be looking at signs. How does your child know as you're going to Fry's or Safeway that sign says
Right.
Safeway or Fry's? That's their environmental print. They're recognizing letters, they recognize their names, they're doing sounds through songs and their friends' names. So yes, they're doing all of those pre-reading skills. And once they reach 3rd grade, it's very crucial. What is happening between birth and 3rd grade that our children in Arizona are not at reading grade level?
Right.
And that's a big concern for Arizona. So literacy at home is very important.
Okay, so parents need to be able to In fact, I've heard you say that parents need to start reading to the kids really when they carry them in the womb.
Oh, yes. Having books. Research shows if you have 100+ books in your home, from the time that you were born all the way to college, and rotating those books out and having knowledge of books and reading books, you're most likely to graduate from high school and go on to college and have successful careers, not only in America, but across the world.
Okay. But I think, don't we have a program where we're giving kids books and so forth?
Right now, Greater Phoenix Urban League has partnered up with Unite for Literacy and the City of Phoenix to make sure that our children are having 100 books in their home at preschool level, and that parents have resources to get books, even electronic books. PBS has a wonderful app that you could download for parents and children and read and do activities that are in literacy that is free to everyone.
Okay. We're going to take a short break and we'll come back and we're going to talk some more about our children, Head Start, what we need to do to make these kids better. Stay tuned.
When you think of Miami, you think of, rich, glamour, but 5 miles away from the beach, there's people who've never seen the beach. I was confused why somebody was in this situation, especially in America. So when I started Joshua's Heart Foundation, it was a key thing to be able to engage youth in the foundation, to help them participate. I think passing on the torch and lighting a new flame in another person to do good is probably one of the bigger missions that I have. So we are each making a bigger difference. That's it, just giving back and producing love for everybody.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. Arizona Blue Stake is now Arizona 811. Call 811 before you dig.
Weather alerts, interactive radar, and how much rain fell in your neighborhood. Download the AC Family News app.
George Dean, President and CEO of Greater Phoenix Urban League, a leading provider of human services in the Valley. You're watching Urban Connections, and I'm talking with Ms. Natalie Alvarez, our Chief Operating Officer at the Greater Phoenix Urban League and Director of our Head Start program. And we are talking about children and the fact that we have so many children that are from low income families, and the kind of effect that has on children and their ability to learn and perform on tests and all of those kind of things and so forth. But you talked about, we call it Head Start, but I think of it in terms of early childhood development.
Exactly.
That's what we're doing. We're getting these kids ready for school. Mm-hmm. Ready. We're preschool. We're getting them ready for school, for kindergarten.
Correct. And it's a large component because you're looking at absenteeism, you're looking at parent involvement, you're looking at the health of the child, you're looking at their school readiness academically, getting them all prepared to go into kindergarten and to learn. And with poverty and children being hungry and crisis at home, going into our school systems, we need to change those school systems if we're going to have every student be successful in our state. We just can't be an academic, a place to go learn. We have to look at the whole child and extend that to the families and embrace our families.
Mm-hmm. How do we do that? I know we're doing some things in our Head Start program and with the families and so forth that maybe not going on everywhere and certainly not nationwide that's taking place.
Well, I think one of the things that our school systems need to look at is really engaging our parents. Having that home and school connection is very crucial. That communication, it's not I'm just going to call you when there is a problem.
Right.
I'm going to call to say you're your child's first teacher. I need to rely on what works with this child. What can I do to help your child? What can we do at home to work together to make this child successful? So that parent engagement, I think, really needs to look at our system, be implemented into our system, so we're just not calling you if there's a disciplinary problem.
But part of the Head Start system, though, is to have parent involvement. I mean, the parents have to be involved if the kids are going to go to school, right?
They don't have to be, but we do a really great job of getting them involved.
Don't you have a parent council?
We have a parent council. We provide trainings and workshops, and we encourage them to come in. We even have a Father Fun Friday that we invite our fathers to come and get engaged with our parents. Or with our children, excuse me.
With our children.
With our children. And that is a big piece because studies show if there's a male model, a male role model in the child's life, that the success is also measurable.
There's another project that we're getting started through the National Urban League, and that's this equity.
Yes, Greater Phoenix.
We get confused with equality and equity and so forth.
Right, and we've heard it a couple of times of what equity and equality looks like. Equality may be everyone gets a pair of shoes. Equity is, do they all fit? Yeah. Are they the right size? Mm-hmm. So that's what we're looking at. So we're looking at our school system and looking under equity and equality. Yes, everyone's getting an education, but is everyone getting a quality education?
Getting a quality education.
Are you going to your gym that is also your library, that is also your arts, and your cafeteria all in one? Or do you have on your campus a state-of-the-art arts place to study arts, a place to study music, a place to have a gym and do athletics? That's the equality of our school systems.
But there is, I think under President Obama, he removed the No Child Left Behind and replaced that with
Every Student Succeeds Act.
Every Student Succeed Act.
Yes.
And that act went into play, and every state had to come up with their own plan and how that was done.
Correct.
And the National Urban League graded those states that did that, and Arizona didn't look too well on that.
Actually, Arizona got a poor rating.
Got a poor rating.
And in the areas underneath we call it the ESSA plan, Every Student Succeeds Act.
Yeah.
The crucial areas, we're looking at those subgroups and the performance of those subgroups. And when I say subgroups, those are our children with disabilities, our children of low income, and our minority children. And are we counting them in the performance of our school? And so our in size is at 20. And if you have a lower population of African Americans in your school, and they're all, or most of them are not doing well, I don't have to count them in our present system, in our act, in our plan. I don't really have to count them in my performance of my school. I might not have.
Because they represent less than.
They're a lower number. Correct.
Or something of the student body or something.
The National Urban League is recommending a lower in size of 10. Look at your sample size and make sure that you are addressing all the children in your class, in your schools.
Right.
And so really, is an A school an A school? Or is it a C school? So those are what we're looking at as far as that equity and excellence project that the National Urban League has. We're actually in partnership with the state of Black Arizona and making sure that they are helping us spread the word and holding our school systems accountable.
Okay. The school system's accountable.
Yes.
And that's something that we're going to finish up this conversation after we take another short break and so forth. But we have got to do something. We talk, but we don't do.
Correct.
You know, as the Nike commercial says, just do it. You know, so stay tuned. We'll be back.
When you think of Miami, you think of, rich, glamour, but 5 miles away from the beach, there's people who've never seen the beach. I was confused why somebody was in this situation, especially in America. So when I started Joshua's Heart Foundation, it was a key thing to be able to engage youth in the foundation, to help them participate. I think passing on the torch and lighting a new flame in another person to do good is probably one of the bigger missions that I have. So we are each making a bigger difference. That's it, just giving back and producing love for everybody.
It's late. You're driving home and you encounter this. It's a frightening thought, but all the more reason to drive aware, especially at night. If you're driving at night, drive defensively and be aware of what's ahead of you. If you see a wrong-way driver, slow down, safely steer away, get off the roadway, and call 911. And if you see a wrong-way driver sign, take the next freeway exit. Drive aware. Get there.
Heather Moore and Sharon Dillingham. Weeknights only on 3TV.
George Dean, President and CEO of Greater Phoenix Urban League, leading provider of human services in the Valley, talking with Natalie Alvarez, our Chief Operating Officer and Director of our Head Start program, where we have over 800 children that we are getting started back in school, and some started last week, some started this week, some going to start a week later, but eventually we'll have them all in, and we're trying to work with them. And now, most of our, 90% at least, of our kids come from low-income families.
Correct. And then we have a minimum of, we service children with disabilities.
Okay.
And children who are at risk, that which includes maybe foster care, parents might be incarcerated, or, just a family member having to support these young children.
So, and we know that they're, we know what poverty does to kids in terms of low test scores and absenteeism. Correct. And all of these kind of things. But what can we do, Natalie? Not we, because we're doing everything that we can, but the viewing audience out there, what can people do that we're not doing now to try to change, move Arizona up from number 46 out of 50 in terms of how we treat our children?
I wish I had a magic wand. I was speaking to a teacher from Detroit who recently has, over the last couple of years, have come to Arizona to teach. And she said that she's coming from Detroit, where they have their own struggles, came to Arizona, and she thought, wow, the priority of Arizona is not education.
Okay.
So that accountability from the top down needs to happen. We need to change our focus in Arizona. Maybe, we have a large tourism. We have a large, it's wonderful. We have nice weather, not so nice in the summer.
Right.
But we are a growing city in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. We're a growing state. We need to shift our priority to education. Okay. And that has to start from the top. That's getting out and voting, looking at what the initiatives are, and changing our systems, not just doing the same thing over and over again. We keep looking at that achievement gap year after year after year. Just like you said, we need to just start doing something. Yeah. It's not changing. So we need to hold our school system and our state leaders accountable for our children being successful.
Okay. And I think not only our state leaders, but individual school boards.
Exactly.
We got school boards that has a great deal to do, even more so than the superintendent of public instruction. And we've had some talks with them, and maybe we can get the superintendent of public instruction on, but does she really have control over
Well, you know,
what goes on in the classroom?
Well, Superintendent Hoffman, to give her some credit, she inherited our ESSA plan, our Every Student Succeeds Act, which has rated poor.
Okay.
So she is working with advisory boards now and getting input from schools and teachers and people, leaders of the minorities, to look into what this plan looks like. And she is making changes to it and amending it, so we should see a change in this plan by April. And then moving it down to our superintendents, making our schools and our school districts accountable for meeting that plan. Now, I challenge our school boards, like you said, to know their plan. Okay. What is their school doing? Have they seen the plan? Is it just rubber stamped? Are they actually reading it and making sure that every student succeeds in their school district?
And I guess the other question is from a federal standpoint, because there's been a lot of criticism of Betsy DeVos, the Secretary of Education. Is that federal doing anything to make sure that these states live up to their plans, or they just evaluating them and letting it go?
And you know, that's the work that the National Urban League has really dedicated to our ESSA plans and looking at our states to hold our government accountable. They say they're going to do one thing, but not doing it, so.
Okay, let me just throw out a couple of things that I saw in the paper here. Donate school supplies to your nearest public school. Volunteer and invest. And call and write your legislators. Those are three things that you can do out there as citizens as well if you don't sit on the school board. But go to school board meetings and hold them accountable and hold them responsible and so forth. Natalie, thank you so much for coming and sharing this information with us. I'm George Dean, President and CEO of the Greater Phoenix Urban League. We'll talk with you next month on Urban